the most important things in life is the truth or the power of silence. When you enjoy to be quiet, when you enjoy to spend time with yourself, when you enjoy to not tell everybody about your life, not tell everybody about your situation, not tell everybody about what's going on with you, is powerful once you learn how to manage your life, and specifically when it comes to people at work or people in general. There's a really powerful truth about being silent, and this could be applied to any situation in life, whether you are wrong or whether you are right, about arguments, about situations that normally happen. And you know, it's not that you're gonna isolate yourself, or it's not that you're gonna have your entire existence quiet or not saying anything or muted. But when I talk about silent, it means not to be telling everybody about your business. Sometimes 99% of the people that you tell your situations, your problems, whatever's going on, whether it's good or bad in your life, the 80%, I would say, or the 99% of people that you tell your stuff doesn't really care. The only 1% are happy that you probably be going through whatever you might be going through. And that's why it's really important to understand the truth about being silent. Not everybody want to celebrate when you are promoting or when you are growing up in your life, whether it's financially, spiritually, or whatever might be going on with you. Some people do feel comfortable and some people do feel happy about whatever's going on. Some people might give you, way to escape, solution. They might offer you help when it comes to situations and stuff like that. But like I said, 80% of the people that you might be interested into telling you, tell them your situation, they don't really care. The 20%, they might be glad about it. So there's way to manage. There's way to learn how to be quiet. Whether trying to embark in a project, whether you wanna invest, whether you wanna create or build your own business and stuff like that. It's hard nowadays to choose the right people to talk about things because, a lot of people feel or have that spirit within them of envy, maliciousness, and stuff like that. So sometimes it's better to be quiet, to exercise silence, and not know or not let anybody know about your stuff or what's going on with you or your life. And it all comes to, control, how to control yourself. I heard a story about this guy that he inherit some monies from his brothers. And, the fact that everybody know this guy, how poor he was, and, how hard he was working to, live the day by day, pretty much from paycheck to paycheck. He got this money, and because he started telling everybody, or people started noticing, that his life was changing in terms of, I would say, financially. This guy started telling people, or people noticed and they started asking, what's going on with your life? What is, you changing? You wearing new clothing. You wearing, you look different. You look sharp. You don't look that tired. There's something going on in your life that could reflect a total opposite of the type of person you are. And the guy started saying, he started telling people what was going on. He started telling people, that he got money, and the thing is that the whole story got spread out throughout the neighborhood or throughout his community. And of course, some people are happy to see that you are, progressing. Some people get happy, some people get envy, some people get mad, and some people get some other type of way. But the thing is that because he started telling and because he spread out the whole things that was going on with him instead of be quiet and silent, it got to the wrong ears. And of course, the worst happened. They went through his house, they flipped over everything. They pretty much hostage his wife, his kids, and they took the money. So now this guy went back to the same situation of poverty, no money, living from paycheck to paycheck, have to go back to work, wearing the same clothes, dirty clothes, and you could see in his in that person that he was going through hell. And this whole thing happened just because he couldn't manage to be quiet, to be silent. Sometimes, like even on an argument, you might win the argument or you might go home in peace just because you didn't say anything, just because you stay quiet, just because you exercise silence, just because you didn't say anything at all. You didn't defend yourself. You didn't express how you were feeling at the time or anything like that. And that's what made me feel or made me talk about silence. Sometimes it's better to be quiet or living a life under the radar so people don't know that much about you. People don't know, you know, your whereabouts, what do you do, even what do you do for living, except the people at work that already know that, you're part of the congregation or that type of job, whatever that job that you might be doing. And that's what I think. Um, I see nowadays how people pretty much expose their whole life in social media, where they go on vacation, when they have a new baby, when they get married, whether they got married, and all that type of stuff. And, social media sometimes is good for stuff, but at the same time, I don't think it's the right tools for you to expose your whole life. You see people how they pretty much expose everything. What did they eat, where they went to eat, where they going on vacation, what do they do with their family, how their kids are growing, where do they go for college, for school, and everything, and so on. And there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, not everybody's happy to see how you expose your life, how you expose everything and anything that is going on with you. So just be careful. Learn how to exercise quiet and silent. Not everybody's happy about what's going on in your life, whether it's good things or bad things. Not everybody gonna enjoy what you do. And start exposing yourself. Stop exposing your whole life. Be quiet and learn how to live in silence in a way that you and only you know where you're, where about, what are you doing, where do you go for vacation, what do you eat. And I've been on my job the whole time. I've been on my job almost 12 years, 15, 16, pretty much, with the whole agency. And probably two people knows my wife, not personally, maybe by photos or phone calls. And not everybody knows my kids. Not because they are special in a way that I don't show it to people, but it's also good to have some sort of privacy. People from work, that's what they are. People from work. At work, you might, build some sort of relationship with one or two people, and that relationship might grow up in a way that, you interact when it comes to personal life, personal stuff, life, family, and relationship and stuff like that. but not everybody's entitled, or not everybody is um, on that position to know your family, your personal life, and to know, things about you. What is a work, it's a work, and that's that. Not nothing else. So learn how to exercise silence. Learn how to be quiet. Learn how to have privacy and a private life. Not from everybody, but for the majority of people around you. So thank you for listening. Stay tuned for more. One Under.